Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome back to Commerce Economics online classes. In previous class we had discussed something relating to the government budget and economy, classification of receipts, revenue expenditure. Also we discussed about some concept related to the tax, what is tax, how the tax imposed by the government leads to changes in the tax, leads to changes in the aggregate demand. Increase in the tax leads to the decrease in the demand, and each cut in tax or reduce in the tax leads to increase in the disposable of income of an individual, and aggregate or total demand of economy impact by the change in the tax that we are discussing. So, let us discuss about a public debt. What is this public debt? Public debt is nothing but students, public borrowings. Debt means you already know, borrow from others. Debt means loan, like a loan, just like a loan. So, public debt is nothing but it is borrowing from the internal or external sources, or in general public debt is nothing but it is a borrowing from the public to meet the fiscal deficit. What is this fiscal deficit? So, to meet the budget deficit, fiscal deficit means to meet the budget deficit. Public debt is nothing but it is borrowing from the public to meet the budget deficit. It is a borrowing from public means people to meet budget deficit, to meet budget deficit. What is this budget deficit? I said the types of budget: deficit budget, balanced budget, surplus budget. What is this budget deficit? Deficit budget is nothing but students, shortage of fund, revenue. If the expenditure is more than the revenue, then it is said to be the budget deficit. Expenditure exceeds revenue, income. Suppose the government expenditure is more than the government receipts. Expenditure is more than the receipts. Payment is more than the receipts. That is said to be the budget deficit. Shortage of funds in the economy. Shortage of capital, shortage of revenue in the economy is said to be the budget deficit. When this always Indian economy is always facing the problem that is deficit financing, deficit budget we are always having, because our expenditure is more than our revenue, because of huge population and most of the people living in the villages and they are unable to even get the single meal a day. It is because of poverty, unemployment, everything we are discussed in the first year itself. So, let us see what is this public debt concept. Public debt is nothing but student, it is the borrowing from the government, borrowing from the public, borrowing by the government is going to borrow the money from the public through the direct tax or through the indirect taxes. Government borrowing from the public to meet budget deficit, means to balance the economy, either through the external sources or through the internal sources. Government is going to borrow the money or any kind of budgetary receipts. So, either through the external sources or through the internal sources. External sources are nothing but borrowing from the outside country, any IMF or IAF, in international monetary funds, authorities, international monetary institutions. It is going to borrow the money from any other banks. So, if the country is borrowing from the internal source, means borrowing from the public to meet the fiscal or budget deficit. That is, borrowing from the public includes either bank may borrow from the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, or either the government may borrow money from the any financial institutions inside the country, or either government may impose the higher tax on the people and collect the money from the public. It never going to collect the money directly from the people, but through the goods and service tax, increasing the tax rate, it going to reduce the burden of the country. Does the public debt is burden? Here is a question, students. Understood? Understand about this, very important for 4 marks. Does public debt is burden? Is the public debt is burden for the economy? Burden means whether it is good or bad for the economy. Yes, while considering our economy and economic situation, it is a burden for the economy. Because what are its impacts? Let us study. So, public debt means borrowing from the public to meet the budget deficit, shortage in the funds. To meet the general expenditure, government is going to borrow from the public through the taxes, either direct tax or through the indirect tax, or it borrow from the internal source or external source, outside banks or from the Indian banks or from the public or financial institutions. Yes, public debt is a burden for the economy. It reduces the future savings of the individual, future tax rate increases, future consumption reduces. Thus, public debt, repayment of public debt is very dangerous. It is very difficult also. Thus, public debt is burden and it is very dangerous for the economic growth of the country. Even though it is a burden or it is a horrible situation to the country or it is hurdle for the economic growth or increasing GDP, all in improving cases, for government is going to borrow money from the public or it may go for the public debt. Why? Because India, you know that always our whatever the budget is deficit budget, our expenditure is more than our revenue because of some problems in India, huge population. To meet the general needs of the people, it is essential to increase the expenditure. Even though our economy, it is not at all the developed economy, developing economy, it may be the reason, or it may be the for increasing the foreign direct investment, a huge investment is required, or for it is because of poverty to meet the single meal a day, for providing the public sector undertakings, providing some measures to improve the tackle the problem of poverty and unemployment. To improve and welfare purpose also government is going to borrow the money from the public or from the any internal or external sources. Thus, public debt is really burden, but also it is needed to meet the unforeseen contingencies. So, because it is a powerful tool to control inflation and deflation. Public debt is a powerful tool or instrument to control inflation and deflation. What is this inflation and deflation? Inflation is nothing but, students, it is a continuous increase in the general price level. Inflation means, what is inflation means? It is continuous increase in general price level is said to be the inflation. What is deflation? Deflation means continuously reduce in the general price level. Both are very dangerous for the economic growth of the country. Either too much inflation is too bad. Too much inflation is too bad. J.M. Keynes, modern economist, macroeconomics is built by the J.M. Keynes. He says that too much inflation is too bad for the economy. Too much increase in the general price level of the products. For example, if the increase in the price of all the essential commodities, rice, kerosene, even wheat or even onion, tomato or vegetables, any kinds of fruits, increase to the sky high. Common people unable to enjoy or consume that particular commodity. That affects on the consumption of a society or economy. thus adversely affect on economic growth of the country. During this situation, to avoid this particular inflation and deflation situation, country go for borrow the money from the public or any other sources to meet the budget deficit. Understood? Thus, though the public debt is burden, then also country needs the public debt to meet to control inflation and deflation. It is a powerful instrument to control inflation and deflation. Thus, what are the impact of public debt on economy? First one, it reduces nation's savings, overall nation's savings. It reduces overall nation's savings. Not only individual savings, students, country's savings reduces, means national income or GDP decreases. Overall nation's income reduces. Understood? So, it mainly affects on younger population. It mainly major impact on the younger population because their future consumption reduces. Whatever now they are going to invest, that may be the burden to the future generation, not for the present generation. Future generation, it may cause social unrest. It may cause social unrest, financial crisis, social unrest. Thus, public debt is a burden. Repayment is very difficult. Younger population unable to get the proper good financial assistance or any government services. So, due to the public debt, government is reducing the payments for even the public sector workers. So, reducing the consumption of future generation, it reduces the future consumption capacity. So, it may cause the increase in the tax in future. Tax may increase in future. So, either the tax may increase in the future, means there is no any surprise to see, because it is because of public debt is there to meet this budget or fiscal deficit. It is essential to increase the tax. Tax is only the source or tool to meet the public debt. So, savings reduces, individual savings reduces, thus per capita income reduces, personal income also reduces. This leads to increase in the poverty in the country. Increase in the poverty in the country. So, again it is a vicious circle of poverty arises, lack of low productivity, low level of malnutrition, everything arises in the economy. So, savings of individual also reduces. Thus, even it is the powerful tool to control the money supply, but it is very bad impact on the economic growth. And one more very serious problem is our purchasing power decreases. When the income decreases, automatically purchasing power reduces. Capacity of individual to buy the commodity reduces. That is the purchasing power parity. PPP, purchasing power parity or purchasing power capacity reduces. Parity means capacity. Thus, it transfers our purchasing power to the other countries, because we are borrowing public debt from the other countries. They are going to earn the interest payments. So, it is receipts for them and payment for us. Thus, our expenditure again increases and our receipts reduces. Thus, India remained as the developing country. Thus, even the public debt is good for economic growth and sign for economic growth, some economists says. But even it is a sign of economic growth, then also there is a debt is a burden for the economic growth, because it reduces the future generation consumption capacity and purchasing power parity transfers from our country to other country. Thus, our country remains as it is, means developing country itself. Thus, it is better to reduce the public debt. So, does the public debt is burden, means for your exam purpose you should write yes, public debt is a burden for the economic development of a nation, because it reduces nation savings, it reduces the future consumption capacity of younger generation, it is burden for the younger generation, and it increases the tax in future means also there is no any question. Then savings of individual also reduces, it leads to increase in the mass poverty, vicious circle of poverty arises, unemployment arises, low productivity, low investment. So everything arises, it is because of public debt. But also at present to control the money or to control inflation and deflation, public debt is very essential. It is an instrument or tool to control the public debt. Thank you.